We ain't even in training camp yet. But I got these five players that we're going to discuss tonight that might be on the roster bubble. Come on in the smokehouse. Let's talk.
Deep voice rolling in the dark. Say it slow, let it bloom. The smokehouse presence under cedar light and a midnight moon. Boots on the porch and the screen door size. Lantern glow dancing in a jar of flies. Old strings hum where the embers sleep, and the whole front yard feels low and deep. Barrel by the fence and a weathered bench, smell of pine smoke hanging over the fence. A busted old truck in the dust by the shed, and the radio whispers from the kitchen ledge. They come from the highway, they come from the ridge, riding in quiet as the river bridge. Hats tipped down with a grin on half, like they've known this place since the first my back. A smoke, a breeze, and the cold stay kind. Every spark moves like a small lost sign. There's a story in the grain of the tabletop, in a slow sweet hush that the night won't stop. Kush and the Cowboys, slow smoke hour. Let it roll, let it glow, let it wash like powder. Kush and the Cowboys, on the stars that burn. We don't chase the dawn, we let the embers turn. Kush and the Cowboys, lean back, stay near. Hear that low sound ring through the cedar air. Kush and the Cowboys in a warm haze ride, with the whole world soft and the night outside. Miss Rose at the door with a tray of light, cornbread gold and a mason jar bright. One boy laughs with a chip in his tooth, says the world gets kinder in the smokehouse roof. There's a slide guitar crying from the back, like a train on a line that don't look back. And the boots tap time on the plank wood floor, while the moon hangs low by the kitchen door. The yeomen out with their coffee cups, saying pass that flame, let the past wake up. There's a long drawn piece in the evening's hand, like a slow sunrise on a desert land. And the girls in denim with their hairpin loose, got a wind born shining a sweet sad truth. Every laugh falls soft in the drifting haze, like a memory caught in a copper blaze. Kush and the Cowboys, slow smoke hour. Let it roll, let it glow, let it wash like powder. Kush and the Cowboys, under stars that burn. We don't chase the dawn, we let the embers turn. Kush and the Cowboys, lean back, stay near. Hear that low sound ring through the cedar air. Kush and the Cowboys in a warm haze ride, with the whole world soft and the night outside. If the road gets wild and the miles get cold, come back to the fire where the hush takes hold. Let the smoke curl up like a prayer in the trees, let the hard world fade in the evening breeze. One deep voice calls from the timberline, and the whole porch answers in a slow unwind. No rush, no dust, just a steady flame, only the night and the ones by name. Kush and the Cowboys, slow smoke hour. Let it roll, let it glow, let it wash like powder. Kush and the Cowboys, under stars that burn. We don't chase the dawn, we let the embers turn. Kush and the Cowboys, lean back, stay near. Hear that low sound ring through the cedar air. Kush and the Cowboys in a warm haze ride, with the whole world soft.
What's goody, what's goody, what's goody, Cowboy Nation? It's your boy Hoodie. And the Smokehouse presents Cushion the Cowboy Smoke Hour. What's the deal with everybody? Yeah, I'm just chilling tonight. Figured I'd go live for y'all. You know, I had a few things I wanted to talk about. So again, like I said earlier, it's July. We're not even close. We're not even close to traveling to Oxnard. But what I will say is, it doesn't stop the speculation. You know what I'm saying, so I was thinking today, like, who are the five players that I have on the roster bubble? Just a fleeting thought, but then I figured, you know what? Let's talk about it tonight with the nation. Let's talk about it tonight in the smokehouse, man. Everybody just light one up. You know what I mean? Next level sports. What's the deal? How you, man? Happy you here, man. What's the deal with you? Figured I'd, hop in impromptu. You know what I'm saying? Like, check out the nation, check the temperature of the water. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's not too cold, not too hot. Comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And I like to think everybody's comfortable at this point. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we have zero drama in the off season. George Pickens is handled. We got the coaching staff in place, so everybody's doing their due diligence, trying to prepare this team for a good season. I'm not again, I'm not going to be hyperbolic. You know what I mean? CZ, what's up with you, baby? I'm not going to be hyperbolic. I'm not going to sit there and say, "Oh man, we're going to the Super Bowl. Oh man, we're going 17-0. Oh boy, we're going to be amazing." I don't know. No one knows. What's going on, Vinny Hagen? How you, man? I'm happy you here, man. Good looking. Good looking for showing up. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm not going to be hyperbolic. I'm not going to be jumping out the window. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the chill Cowboys fans. I'm not going to sit here and feed you online. But like I was saying earlier, man, I got this. I had this thought. Like I wanted to talk about 5 players that I have on the roster bubble. One of which I'm really high on. Like I've been a constant supporter of, and I think he gets unfair criticism from last season. Coaching had a part had a lot to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Because this entire defense looks like trash. You know what I mean? Looked like trash last season. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All is well. All is well. You know what I'm saying? Came home, wanted to hop on, talk to you guys. Made my 12-year-old something to snack on. You know what I'm saying? Come home, chef some shit up real quick. Pretty much just chilling, man. Just here to talk to y'all, man. Here to get y'all feedback. But that player that I speak of, first and foremost, I'm sorry. Let me backtrack a little bit. First and foremost, I'm pretty sure you guys saw the rest in peace visual for Marshawn Nealon. Um, a report came out today that they have a final report on his autopsy, and the medical examiner has noted that hey, that's all that matters, man. You still here with us? You know what I'm talking about? CTE. He had early onset CTE, and that doesn't take away from what mental anguish he was dealing with the or without the CTE. You know what I'm saying? The loss of his mother, at what was that, training camp? No, it wasn't training camp. What the hell do they call that shit? I'm drawing a blank right now. At the combine, he lost his mother at the combine, and I know that played hell on him. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what we don't know exactly what goes through the minds of these gentlemen. We don't know what they're dealing with. I mean, we look at them as superheroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are entertainment, yeah, but we look at them as superheroes. Hence why we go so hard for our team. And even other fan bases go so hard for their team. You know what I'm saying? So let's just take a step back and realize that these gentlemen are human too. And no matter what anybody's going through, man, no matter what anybody's going through, you gotta have an outlet. You gotta have someone that you can talk to, and it's not a bad thing. As you see the sign right behind me, it's not a bad thing as men to ask for help. Okay, it's not a bad thing. So I encourage everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you're ever feeling low, I mean, feeling like shit just ain't going right, bruh, just ask for help. Somebody should be there for you. Somebody will be there for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm guilty of it myself. You know what I'm saying? I have my own issues. I have my own demons that I fight. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I just need somebody to talk to. That doesn't make me, for lack of a better word, pussy. That don't make me a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That makes me human. That makes y'all human. So it's not a bad thing to ask for help if you're going through something. Just remember that for me, all right? Rest in peace, Marshawn Nealon. But yeah, back to the topic at hand. One of these gentlemen I have been high on, and I really wanted to see so much more for him. Um, who coming? Oh boy, here come trouble, y'all. We better buckle up. Uh, yeah, one of the gentlemen that I spoke of, he got a lot of unfair criticism last season, mainly because like it wasn't just his play. You know what I'm saying? I think coaching played a major part in it. You know what I'm saying? So, which has me putting him on the roster bubble, unfortunately. And once you look at what we have in the room, you know what I'm saying, it kind of justifies me putting them in the roster bubble. But I'm still rooting for the kid, man. I'm still rooting for him. And that guy is none other than Slamming Sam Williams. You know what I'm saying? Sam Williams was coming off of an ACL tear. Now, granted, last offseason he looked good in training camp. You know what I'm saying? But that's training camp. You know what I'm saying? That's the underwear Olympics, if you will. So being good in training camp, looking good in training camp isn't the same as looking good on game day. You know what I'm saying? Like we all look for, unfortunately, we expect perfection. You know what I'm saying? I look at that a little differently. I'm not going to expect perfection from these guys because the dudes that they're suiting up against are also playing for a Lombardi, playing for that check. You know what I'm saying? So um, once we learn, once we learn how to not not expect so much of these guys, you know what I'm saying? Like we want all our guys to be dogs, but unfortunately, not everybody's a dog. Now he has qualities of a dog. You know what I'm saying? He has all that quality. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uh, he has the qualities. We've seen it. We've seen him throw dudes around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yes, sir. I I get it. I get it. But coming off of that injury really does something. You know what I'm saying? It really does something. Randy McIntyre, how are you, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, it does something. Like, we can't expect this guy to come out and be all world again. You know what I'm saying? We can't expect him to come out and be slamming Sam Williams. Unfortunately, with the defensive coaching that we had last year, or the lack thereof, um, and then him coming off of the injury, it makes it hard to evaluate. You know what I'm saying? Now, with this new system, with this system that we're running now, it's more his speed. This is what he played in college. He played a 3-4 based defense in college. So hopefully this helps him out. But again, it kind of forces me to put him on the bubble only because of what we have in the room. You know what I'm saying? And what we have in the room, pretty gaudy. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not Micah Parsons and Miles Garrett. No, it's Rashawn Gary, who's dangerously underrated. It's Quentin Williams. It's Otito Albonia. It's Kenny Clark. You know what I'm saying? I'm just naming the front. You know what I'm saying? But if we're going to look at the edge room, then you're going to look at Malachi Lawrence, who's a first round pick. You know what I'm saying? We're going to look at Maris Leofau, who they have a role for. They have a role for him. Will it work out? We don't know. Again, this is all projection. So Maris Leofau, there's a role for him. Donovan Ezaraku, he's a second round draft pick who's coming off of an injury or off of hip surgery, and he's working his way back. You know what I'm saying? Um, Jonathan but Bullard, Jonathan Bullard. He's listed as a DT, but he's mix and match. You could throw him out there on the edge. Let me see who else do we have out there. We got James Houston. That's James Houston. James Houston showed us some things. Maybe with some more snaps, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe with some more snaps, we'll see a better James Houston. We don't know. Again, projection. I'm not saying my word is law because it's not. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to talk to you guys about what I'm seeing, what I project to happen. As much as I like Sam Williams and I want to see him work out, we have a lot in this room. We have a lot in this room, and someone could push him out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Maris does take that step up and pushes him out. You know what I'm saying? Granted, he was signed back on a 1 year deal. You know what I'm saying? And you still have a year of control on Maris Leofau before you even have to think about paying him. You know what I'm saying? It definitely begs the question. It definitely begs the question. Is is Sam Williams worthy of the snaps that he may get? Can Sam Williams come back to form? That's what we're hoping for. You know what I'm saying? The second player I got on the bubble, this one's a little spotty for me. Um, yeah, this one's a little spotty for me. Malik Hooker. Here's why I have Malik Hooker on the roster bubble. Now, granted, he was probably one of our most consistent safeties, But if we're looking at what the safety room is now, with the addition of Jalen Thompson, PJ Locke, Caleb Downs, you still have Elijah Clark. You know what I'm saying? You have Reddy Stewart, who can also play safety. You also have what is the guy's name? Reddy Stewart. Reddy Stewart can play safety. Marquise Bell. You know what I'm saying? You still have those guys in that room. So, like, granted, he took a pay cut, but he is the elder statesman on the defense. You know what I'm saying? Next to Kenny Clark. But as far as being on this team, yeah, uh, Hooker is probably the elder statesman. Could we do with some change? Do we need that veteran presence when bringing in Jalen Thompson also gives you veteran presence? You know what I'm saying? That'll be the only reason. But as I just said, Jalen Thompson gives you somewhat of that veteran presence. You know what I'm saying? True, he can. Can he be the knowledgeable vet in this room with this scheme? That's the question. That's where I look at Jalen Thompson to be that veteran presence in this scheme. He's ran this. He's done some variation of this. Plus, he has a sponsor in the room, Ryan Smith. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, to think that any of these guys can't take Malik Hooker's spot. Malik Hooker only plays safety. Malik Hooker isn't on special teams. Elijah Clark is. You know what I'm saying? Marquise Bell is. Those guys are on the special teams. And what we've seen from Elijah Clark is a no quit attitude via i.e. the Philadelphia game in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So we've seen him, make plays when plays were needed. We've also seen Malik Hooker do these things. But again, we already have a veteran in this room and Jalen Thompson. Is it too far fetched that ooh ooh that's it because I don't know about that one, bro. If we're looking at changes, I'm gonna veer off for a second because this one needs answering. Okay, as much as I would like the addition of a Tyrion Arnold, we just went an entire offseason with no drama. Bringing in Tyrion Arnold with the charges that he has is inviting. It's inviting some of that vitriol. It's inviting some of that drama, and that's kind of I don't really want that. You know what I'm saying? I think we're doing a great job in what we're doing right now as far as media presence is concerned. Um, but I don't bring in. Don't get me wrong, great player, but the drama aspect, like if you look at what he's done, you know what I'm saying? And I agree, Randy. Uh, Clark might be the captain of special teams, especially with um, CJ. You know who I'm talking about. He retired. You know what I'm saying? So with CJ retiring, that kind of leaves that open. I mean, he we will see. But with those charges and the crimes that were committed, I don't know. That's going to be a tall order. You know what I mean? What's the deal with you, Jesse? How you, bro? The G-Men Sith Lord. I'm done with him. But yeah, with Tyrion Arnold, man, that's a tall order, bro. I don't know about that one. It sounds good, but I don't know. That's a little bit too much. But back to Malik Hooker. Malik Hooker, man, he still has it. CJ Goodwin, thank you. He still has it. Don't get me wrong. He still has immense talent. He has a lot to give this game. But does he have? Will he be on the field enough to give the game what he has? You know what I'm saying? Remember, Jalen Thompson, he's proven. PJ Locke, granted, some of his role diminished in Denver, mainly because of coaching and the scheme that they were running. He's kind of proven. You know what I'm saying? Like Elijah Clark, again, he plays special teams. Marquise Bell, he plays special teams. albeit slow. He did have an interception last season. He did make some plays last season. Oscar, what's the deal with you, bro? Um, we've seen these guys make plays. You know what I'm saying? And then you add Caleb Downs to that. You know what I'm saying? Granted, he can slide in he can slide into the slot. No diddy. He can slide into the slot. You know what I'm saying? As your slot corner. He can play safety, both free and free and strong. You know what I'm saying? He can play close to the line. Like Malik Hooker is sort of your one trick pony, free safety. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Jalen Thompson, he's also a Swiss Army knife where you can bring him down to the line. You know what I'm saying? Like you can interchange him and Caleb Downs. You can interchange those guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that much with Malik Hooker. But again, his veteran presence does mean something. His veteran presence definitely means something. So I'm not counting him out. Hence why I'm putting him on the bubble. Now we look at this young gentleman, Kalen Carson, Mr. Baby Seat, Mr. Coat Rack, seatbelt, if you will. I don't know, man. A couple years in. This is year 3 for him. Year 3 for him, and can he stay healthy? Can he stay healthy? Is he able to? Is he if he's able to crack this roster? Can he remain healthy? Now I'll give the Cowboys this. We have really good depth behind our corners. We really do. Devin Moore, okay, uh, Darion Kendrick, Josh Butler. You have again Caleb Downs can get out there too. Like, but and that's the problem. We don't know enough. We haven't seen enough. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen enough from him. So luckily we have the depth that we have. We have the corners that we have. Deron Bland, Kobe Bryant, Savone Rebel. We have these guys and we have a nice little room there. You know what I'm saying? We have a nice little room. But can Kalen Carson stay healthy? That's mainly his issue. I I mean, I don't want to say that he has issues in coverage. I mean, rookie year he got picked on. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like I want to have criticism for him. I want to have criticism for him from last season, but the issue with that is it's the same thing with Malik Hooker and Sam Williams. Nobody benefited from the coaching. No one benefited from it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with Kalen Carson. I mean, I would like to be able to call him the seatbelt, but I haven't seen him strap nothing. I have yet to see him strap anything. He's been injured. You know what I'm saying? Shoulder here. Well, no, it's just been the shoulder. Year one. Year one shoulder. In fact, it's been his reoccurring issue since college. His shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Like, first year, I'll give you a mulligan. You're a rookie. You're going up against dudes. Indeed. Of course, it's all a bunch of ifs. It is nothing set in stone. There is nothing set in stone. But we can project. We can predict. We can attempt to look in the future. You know what I mean? Just to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know Shotty spoke glowingly of Kalen Carson. But speaking glowingly of someone in training camp or in OTAs is different from seeing it on the field, and we have yet to see it on the field. So that's where I'm at with that one. Jonathan Mingo saw something from him 2 years ago. Saw something from him 2 years ago in the Eagles game, and in the Eagles game, he cooked. He cooked Quinyon Mitchell on a double move. He was wide open by like 7 yards. The quarterback that we had throwing him the ball either couldn't get it to him or wouldn't get it to him. Gross negligence, especially when he's able to do what he was able to do. Now, last season he started off on the IR. You know what I'm saying? Due to I think it was a hamstring in OTAs and training camp. He was actually making some sort of noise, some sort of noise. Here's my issue with Jonathan Mingo. Ryan Flanoy, a 6th-round pick, beat you out. Ryan Flanoy not only beat you out, he beat out Jalen Thompson, he beat out Jalen Tolbert, and he also beat out Cavante Turpin for the number 3 spot. He took it and he ran with it. I expected that from Jonathan Mingo. I expected that from Cavante Turpin. But neither one of those guys had what it took to take and keep the wide receiver 3. They tried to give it to Jalen Tolbert, but unfortunately, Jalen Tolbert wasn't good enough. He didn't have that dog in him. But you can look at Ryan Flanoy and say, yeah, he's got that dog in him. Jonathan Mingo, I want to believe that you got that dog in you, bro. But I haven't seen it yet. I have yet to see it. I mean, it's one thing in training camp. It's another thing, exactly. And we gave up a draft pick for him, a 4th-round draft pick. Not just any. It seems like that's a trend with the Cowboys. We're going to give up 4th-round draft picks like water. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane to me. Like, I shouldn't have to give you a 4th-round draft pick for you not to see the field. You know what I'm saying? And that's been our Achilles heel these past couple of seasons. We haven't been like we got these guys that we're hoping work out, but for some reason they can't see the field. You know what I'm saying? So Jonathan Mingo, man, this is nut up or shut up time, bro. This is definitely nut up or shut up time. Because like if Ryan Flanoy can come in and take your spot, who's to say Marcus Valdez-Scantling can't push you off? Who's to say Trayshawn Holden can't push you off? Something Hudson, another UDFA. Who's to say he can't push you off? Who's to say Cavante Turpin can't get you out of here? You know what I'm saying? And I, no disrespect to Cavante Turpin, none at all. But I don't think he has the wide receiver chops to be a full-time wide receiver 3 or 4. I don't. He's your gadget guy. He's your return guy. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and that's another one. Anthony Smith. Jordan, thank you. Jordan Hudson and Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith is a 7th-round draft pick. He's not a UDFA. He's a draft pick, which means they're going to get top priority to try to make this team. So Anthony Smith is going to try to make this team. And if he's pushing somebody off, it might be either Mingo, Holden, or Marcus Valdez-Scantling. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys have an opportunity. Like they're going to be given the opportunity. This is all about competition. I don't care how long you've been in this league. You could have been here 10 years. If the young guy comes in and takes your spot, I got to say that's an indictment on you, because the only way that that's going to happen is if you don't want the spot. Jalen Tolbert proved it. Cavante Turpin proved it. Jonathan Mingo proved it. If you wanted it, you'd have been the wide receiver 3. You're not the wide receiver 3 because obviously you didn't want it that much. Now you can say it's injury related. Fine. I'll give you that. It's injury related. But even when you did see the field, not much production. Granted, I mean, we do have a 2-headed monster in CD and George Pickens, so there's no shade when it comes to that. Like, I don't expect none of you guys to beat these guys out, but I do expect you to want to. I do expect you to work hard to. I want my 3s, 4s, and 5s to want to beat out the 1s and the 2s. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what makes for competition. Hey, bro, I'm better than you. I'm going to show why. And if you can't beat him out, that's because he's better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I see it. So, all right. And I got one more. One more. Oh, nope. That's Malik Hooker. Sorry. There he is. Joe Milton. Joe Milton. Bruh, you got to rock it. I haven't seen you really do much. Most of the games that I did see you play in, you were sporadic and consistent. Hell no. Hell no. That ship has sailed, bro. That ship has sailed. And honestly, I'm cool in the linebacker room. I feel like I'm good in the linebacker room, dog. Like I don't want to I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but I think I'm good in the linebacker room, especially the inside linebacker room. Because even though Maris Leofau will be playing mostly outside, but he has some inside flex to him. You know what I'm saying? So exactly, Vinny Hagan. Sam Howell. Sam Howell will be the number two because Sam Howell not only has uh, um, a full season of starting quarterback experience. He has multiple seasons of quarterback NFL experience. You know what I'm saying? No, no, no. I don't want Russ. Russ is retired. Russ is done. He don't want to play no more. Russ ready to spend his money and chill with his wife. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I don't think I think our linebacker room is fine. I think it is. Could it be better? Sure. Sure, you never should be comfortable, but I think we're fine. I think we're fine at least until we see what we have in training camp. Again, all projections. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going out on them and saying, oh man, we got the greatest linebacker room in the league. I'm not going there yet. I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? But from what I'm looking at what we have right now, I think we're fine in the linebacker room. I like the pieces that we have. The D Winters of the world. You know what I'm saying? The Jay Sean Barhams, even though he's a rookie, he plays with an intensity that's probably unmatched. Shamar James led the team in tackles last season. You know what I'm saying? DeMarion Overshown, a full offseason of just work. Not rehab, but work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and him and D Winters came in the league together. D Winters has a leg up because D Winters got to play a full season as a starter, as a Mike. You know what I'm saying? And he was pretty good at it. I think he had over 100 tackles in San Francisco last season. I, that's where coaching comes in. See, that's where coaching comes in, D. You know what I mean? Mr. Worley, that's where coaching comes in. Is the coaching that we have good enough to where when our backups come in, there's very little to no drop off? That's the question. Because we've seen, bro, we got torched by Tanner McKee. Like, we got torched by a backup. Granted, he had a team to do it. He had the A.J. Browns, the Smitties, the Saquon Barkleys who ran for over 146 yards on us. You know what I'm saying? He had that. And then that defense. You know what I'm saying? Best coaching staff since '07? I agree. I agree, Sebastian. I agree. Best coaching staff since '07. But we have to see it. Remember last year, you know, when Eberflus got here, it was supposed to be linebacker guru. What was one of the worst spots on this team? The linebackers. The linebackers were fucking shit. Did he play the right personnel? I don't think he did. I think he played with a lot of favoritism. I think he coached with a lot of favoritism. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cooper Rush under center, dog water. Dog water. In fact, Cooper Rush was good. Cooper Rush was good. Okay. But he can't beat Philadelphia. And he only had CD Lamb to throw to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what people are forgetting. Like, don't get me wrong. No. Cooper Rush is not a starting level quarterback. I don't think he is. I think he's a great backup. And that's no shade. You know what I'm saying? Winston. Oh, man, yeah. The Eagles always had his number. Those years that Dak went down, yeah, they had his number. He cannot beat the Eagles for some odd reason. You know what I'm saying? What do I think about being in my interest in Shador Sanders? I mean, if we're going to talk like Mr. Shady McCoy and say, hey, Dak, you better get yourself a realtor, the boy better be every bit of good. He better be every bit of better than Dak Prescott because we've heard it for Joe Milton. We've heard it for who else? Who else was it? Um, uh, Trey Lance. You know what I'm saying? We've heard this story before. You know what I'm saying? And this was a steadily aging Dak Prescott. And none of these guys were able to knock him off. I don't think it's going to happen now, even with Shador. Shador has to show a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? He has a small sample size. I'm not going to throw it in the trash, but it's a small sample size. I need to see more from Shador. I need to know that he can actually carry, or not so much carry a team, but manage a team. He's played some good games, but just a small sample size. Of course, Jerry's eyes is on him because there's a lot of turmoil in Cleveland. There's no problem, Jesse. There's a lot of turmoil in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's always been my belief, okay, that when it comes to Cleveland, that is the team where quarterbacks go to die, for lack of a better word. But it's true. That's where the careers end at. I say Baker Mayfield was probably the exception. Derek Anderson, probably the exception. Joe Flacco getting them to the playoffs, exception. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, no, the rules don't change. Cleveland is the place to go where quarterback careers pretty much die. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks to be drafted there. If you don't believe me, ask Brady Quinn. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, Joe Milton. Joe Milton. Um, for as nice as his arm is, wildly inconsistent. Wildly inconsistent. You saw one, maybe two good games. Yeah, definitely the Jets. Ugh. You saw probably one, maybe two okay games from Joe Milton, and one just so happened to be in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? Like, Joe Milton didn't come in and win a game for us, except for in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's a preseason warrior. And even then he struggled. You know what I'm saying? So you know with Joe, if you can't get him under control, you're gonna have some issues. You're gonna have some issues with Joe if you can't get him under control. But yeah, man, those are my 5 players that I have on my roster bubble. Those are all the 5 players that I have on my roster bubble. I'm not counting them out because shit, it's a competition. Who knows? These dudes might, Joe Milton might wake up today or wake up tomorrow and be able to throw every kind of pass. You know what I'm saying? Every kind of pass. The back shoulder fade. You know what I'm saying? The nice little putting some air under it. You know what I'm saying? Making it catchable for your receivers instead of everything being a 99.9993% mile per hour fastball. You know what I'm saying? Because the boy, say what you want, the boy's got a rocket. He does. He's got a rocket. He just has a lot more to learn about the quarterback position. And I personally think Sam Howell already has that. I think he has an intimate knowledge of the quarterback position. I think he has um, the intangibles. I think he has the field vision. I think he can throw almost every ball. You know what I'm saying? Have we seen him make mistakes? Sure. There isn't a quarterback in the league that isn't without reproach. You know what I'm saying? That isn't without mistake. No one is perfect. No one. Not even the great Tom Brady. No one is perfect. But some dudes are better than others. Some dudes understand the positions better than others. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes understand leverage. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the offensive line, I was listening to Crown Global Media earlier, and I think it was a video from like a day ago, maybe two. And Vach and Brian were talking about Duke Manyweather and how they were watching film with him, and he brought up something interesting. He said with Cooper Beebe, if you look at how his stance is, there's a reason why he's not getting out as fast as you want him to, mainly because of his stance. So it's a technique issue. If you look at Tyler Guyton, it's more hands. So it's a technique issue. If you look at Terrence Steele, same thing. Technique issue. It's not that these guys aren't good. It's not that any of the gentlemen that we have on this team aren't any good. You know what I'm saying? It's more technique issues. You know what I'm saying? And then let's again we gotta take into account we did have pretty shitty fucking defensive coaching last season. You know what I'm saying? So you can't expect these dudes to flourish if they're not in the right spots. You can't expect these dudes to flourish if you don't have the proper personnel on the field. I think the fact that Maris Leofau only played 169 snaps in a full season is gross negligence. That's wrong. You can't do that. But you play Kenneth Murray out the wazoo. You play Jack Sanborn until you realize he ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like DeMarvion Overshown coming off of another injury last season. So he didn't have a full training camp. He was actually rehabbing, you know what I'm saying, for most of it. And that's where the difference lies with this iteration of the Dallas Cowboys. Most of these guys are healthy, if not all of them. Jalen Thompson has his hip pointers, I believe. Um, who's Donovan Ezaraku, working his way back from his hip. Deron Bland working his way back from his repaired foot again. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the only thing we can do is sit here, project, and wait. Only thing we can do is take a look at what we have and, evaluate it the way we see it. Now, granted, it's not, we're 2.5 weeks away from training camp. 2.5 weeks, 500, bruh, bad. Bad isn't even over. That's an understatement. That's gross. That's disgusting. It's putrid. That's indignant. I'm saying, bruh, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be a 500, the most in NFL history. Historically bad. Historically. Do I expect these guys to come out this season and be top 10? We have the opportunity. We don't know, but we have the opportunity. I am fine with 18 to 24. I'm fine with that. You give me a defense that's top 25 from 18 to 24, anywhere within that realm, bro, I'm happy because I see progression. Don't just come out and be 29th on defense and think that that's all fine and dandy, because it's not. It's not good enough. 18 to 24, though, that's a bit different. Now you're entering into middle of the pack. And if you look at the rankings that ESPN and whoever else put out, they ranked the Cowboys at 14th, middle of the pack team, with the worst defense ever. That tells me that the offense carried a hell of a load last season. I don't want my offense to carry the load. Go out there and score points, yes. Go out there and score points. But I need my defense to hold its ground. Because if you don't, then we're going to have another 7-9-1 season. And another thing I need y'all to do, Cowboys Nation. But before I get into that, let's get a word from our sponsor. Okay, we're back. So, another thing I need us to do, Cowboy Nation, it's real simple. I want I want to I want to take what the talking heads say seriously, but I can't take what the talking heads will say seriously, only because they'll glaze us when we look like we're good, but then they'll bash the shit out of us at the drop of a hat. Top 15 would be beyond phenomenal. Beyond phenomenal. I mean, now if you're asking, if you're telling me Ryan Clark, let me see, Bart Scott, if you're telling me Swagoo, you know what I'm saying? If you're telling me some of the great defensive players of this league are coming out and saying, "Oh man, this defense with the personnel that they have, even though training camp hasn't started, has an opportunity to be top 10." Okay, I'll nibble a little bit, but I'm not going to ingest it fully because we haven't seen anything yet. Nothing is tangible. The only tangible thing that we see is the personnel that we have. That's the only tangible thing that we see. The only tangible thing that we see is we have a defensive minded head coach or a defensive minded coach who's more hands on, who's more intentional. That's the only tangible evidence that we have to say that this defense will be better than it was last year. It's the only tangible thing. Other than that, we have yet to see it. Yeah, the fact that they're ranked number 2 is by far the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, what's going on, Toxic Splendor Papi? What's up, Papa? Um, that's that's my thing. Teams have changed so much. It's a year-to-year league. Okay, not every team is going to be a great 5 years straight. Not every team is going to be Kansas City. You might sprinkle in a Seattle here. You might sprinkle in a Rams there. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to sprinkle in a few teams who you didn't think were going to do anything. You know what I'm saying? But it's a year-to-year league. Not every team is the same. In fact, no team is the same. We were dog water defensively. Is our defense the same as last year? Nope. True. True. You know what I'm saying? Bro, what's up, bro? How you, my guy? Glad to see you. Glad to see you. None of these teams are the same. Not one. Not one team is the same. All right, fine. Houston still has their defense. D'Amico Ryan's is a defensive mastermind. You know what I'm saying? So they still have their defense. Shit, the Chiefs still have somewhat of a semblance of their defense. We already know what the Rams look like. I mean, granted, they gave up Jared Verse, but look what they got in return. You know what I'm saying? They got Miles fucking Garrett. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, some of these teams, you know who they are. Shit, we can say what we want about Philly. Defensively, they're still a problem. Not for Dak Prescott, but they're still a problem. Offensively is where they've changed. Offensively is where they regressed. And we saw that regression in real time last season. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about the rest of the NFC East. We'll talk about them on a later date. But you look at these teams, shit, Seattle. Seattle just won a Super Bowl. They lost a lot. They lost a lot. Now, here's what they have that we want: exquisite coaching. When guys come off the field, there is no drop off. That's why they went to a Super Bowl. That's why they were so dominant. You know what I'm saying? I can't argue with that. Nix, what's the deal, man? I'm glad to see you here, Nix. You know what I'm saying? No. No. Never. Never will I ever. I don't give a damn about the conversation. I don't give a damn about nothing they talk. No. I am not trading George Pickens and a first that we may not even sake of an argument. Say we go to the NFC Championship. Guess where we're picking at? 30. Say the Packers fall off a cliff. Guess where that pick's going? To the Jets. No, I'm not doing that. Bruh. So you telling me and next year I don't think we have a 2. I don't think we have many draft picks like next season. So I mean, granted, there's a lot of moving and shaking we can do, but no, I'm not doing that. I appreciate you, Nick. I'm glad you're here, bro. I appreciate that, bro. It means a lot. That means a lot. You know what I'm saying, like, why would I want to do? I'm basically saying, all right, offense, y'all had a nice year. Let's take 1,400 yards off the board. We're going to send that over to Oakland or Vegas. Yeah, we're going to get Max Crosby, who might not be ready till week 5. You know what I'm saying? Because he just had surgery, and we saw what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, no. Exactly. It's not about it's not about what we're willing to do. What are they willing to do? What are they willing to do? Are they willing to give up Max Crosby for George Pickens? Malcontent? A Brandon Ayuk? Like, let's think about this. Let's think about. I love Brian Broaddus. I do, and there's a lot of things that I agree with what he says. This isn't one of them. This is not one of them. You're giving up more draft capital just to get a guy who might not be ready till week 5. He might not be ready till week 5. So what's the point of me doing that? No, I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not in the mood for it. I'm not ready to fight for it. No. I don't want my offense to go back to CD and a bag of chips. Now, no disrespect or shade to Ron Flanoy, Cavante Turpin, MVS, this one, that one, and that one. No disrespect. But none of you are George Pickens. None of you brings what George Pickens brings. None of you. So no, I'm not doing it. If that answers your question, I didn't mean to go on a 40 or 45-minute rant about it, but yeah, no, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's just asinine on so many levels. You know what I'm saying, hey Dak, you're gonna have to go out there. You and CD, you're gonna have to carry the load, bro. We got Max Crosby. He won't be ready until maybe the Packers game, but I mean, we got him. How does that sound? How does that sound? And we still don't know what we have defensively. We still don't know what we have defensively. We don't know what these guys are going to look like. I'm not against it. I am against that trade option. I am against the trade option. Yes. And my first round pick. I'm not giving you that. No. Especially after your boy went to what was that? Went to Baltimore, and our team doctor took a look at this guy and said, "Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it." And they got their money back. I want a refund. I want a refund, bro. No, this dog don't hunt. Like, I want a refund. Y'all sold me a faulty product. I don't need that. So y'all can have that back and make it work with what you got. And now you're telling me you want me to give up arguably a top 5 receiver in the league and a first round pick for a dude who just had surgery in January 6 months ago, and he might not be ready until week 5? Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No. Now, if you're telling me y'all want Sam Williams in a third, okay. I'll give you Sam Williams. I'll be more than happy to move off of Sam Williams then. I will be more than happy, but I'm not going that far. No, I'm not doing it. Not no George Pickens. No. Call me crazy. I guess I am. I guess I'm a nutcase. I ain't doing that shit. I mean, so, man, yeah, we're not even going to talk about Jalen Carter. He getting snubbed by YouTubers. Like, exactly. I'm cool, bro. I'm not doing that. No, I'm cool. I'm all right. For all that, give me who got injured last year as a really good player. Yeah, none of them. So yeah, that's just where I'm at with it. I like my team the way that's constructed. Let's get to training camp. Let's lace them up. Let's see what we got. Throw them pads on. Throw them helmets on, man. Let's see what we got. Let's get some hard hitting done. You know what I'm saying? But yo, it's 10 after 12. I almost been on for an hour. And I appreciate everyone who came in tonight. Knicks, being blessed by Knicks, Vinny Hagan, Jesse Montanez, I'm sorry, Worley, Rel, you know what I'm saying? Vinny Hagan, you know what I'm saying? Like my guy Knicks, Splendor Poppy. You already know who y'all are, man, and I appreciate everything. I do. Y'all helping this channel grow just with your presence, man, just with the engagement in the chat. I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. And Knicks, if y'all running the space tonight, I would love to be on tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, unfortunately, niggas got work tomorrow. I got kids to get up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. He the new Haktua. That's crazy. That's crazy. He said Haktua. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, with that being said, man, it's your boy Hoodie. Okay? The Smokehouse presents Kush in the Cowboy Smoke Hour. Until we meet again, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to enjoy y'all night. Stay blessed, you heard? And again, if you're going through something in your life and you feel like there's no end to it, just ask for help, bro. Just ask for help. Because us as men, we go through enough on a daily basis. We all need somebody to talk to. It doesn't make you soft. It makes you vulnerable, and it's okay to be vulnerable. Even I need somebody to talk to from time to time. So again, I appreciate y'all. This your boy Hoodie. We're Kushing the Cowboy Smoke Hour. I want y'all to have a blessed night, you heard? Peace.
Deep voice rolling in the dark. Say it slow, let it bloom. The smokehouse presence under cedar light and a midnight moon. Boots on the porch and the screen door size, lantern glow dancing in a jar of flies. Old strings hum where the embers sleep, and the whole front yard feels low and deep. Bare by the fence and a weather bench, smell of pine smoke hanging over the fence. A busted old truck in the dust by the shed, and the radio whispers from the kitchen ledge. They come from the highway, they come from the ridge, riding in quiet as the river bridge. Hats tipped down with a grin on half, like they known this place since the first my back. A smoke, a breeze, and the cold stay kind. Every spark moves like a small lost sign. There's a story in the grain of the tabletop, in a slow sweet hush that the night won't stop. Kush and the Cowboys, slow smoke hour. Let it roll, let it glow, let it wash like powder. Kush and the Cowboys, under stars that burn. We don't chase the dawn, we let the embers turn. Kush and the Cowboys, lean back, stay near. Hear that low sound ring through the cedar air. Kush and the Cowboys in a warm haze ride, with the whole world soft and the night outside. Miss Rose at the door with a tray of light, cornbread gold and a mason jar bright. One boy laughs with a chip in his tooth, says the world gets kinder in the smokehouse roof. There's a slide guitar crying from the back, like a train on a line that don't look back. And the boots tap time on the plank wood floor, while the moon hangs low by the kitchen door. The yeomen out with their coffee cups, saying pass that flame, let the past wake up. There's a long drawn piece in the evening's hand, like a slow sunrise on a desert land. And the girls in denim with their hairpin loose, got a wind born shining a sweet sad truth. Every laugh falls soft in the drifting haze, like a memory caught in a copper blaze. Kush and the Cowboys, slow smoke hour. Let it roll, let it glow, let it wash like powder. Kush and the Cowboys, under stars that burn. We don't chase the dawn, we let the embers turn. Kush and the Cowboys, lean back, stay near. Hear that low sound ring through the cedar air. Kush and the Cowboys in a warm haze ride, with the whole world soft and the night outside. If the road gets wild and the miles get cold, come back to the fire where the hush takes hold. Let the smoke curl up like a prayer in the trees, let the hard world fade in the evening breeze. One deep voice calls from the timberline, and the whole porch answers in a slow unwind. No rush, no dust, just a steady flame, only the night and the ones by name. Kush and the Cowboys, slow smoke hour. Let it roll, let it glow, let it wash like powder. Kush and the Cowboys, under stars that burn. We don't chase the dawn, we let the embers turn. Kush and the Cowboys, lean back, stay near. Hear that low sound ring through the cedar air. Kush and the Cowboys in a warm haze ride, with the whole world soft